for Stephen Smith, Alex. Buster is next. Your son is next, Alex.
With the Stephen Smith investigation heating up, it looks like Buster Murdaugh is trying to get out of Dodge. Perfect timing, but it makes him look suspicious. Hello, True Crime Stories family. Welcome. Will Buster and his girlfriend be able to avoid the paparazzi and media scrutiny at their new luxurious home? A few months ago, Buster got a lump sum of money from his parents' estate. It looks like we know what he did with some of his inheritance. Buster and his girlfriend purchased a 3-bedroom house together last month for almost $500,000 in Bluffton, South Carolina. They may have been shopping for a housewarming party for their new house the last time they were photographed out shopping. What would make Buster want to move all of a sudden? The timing is very suspicious, and it seems like he is running from something. Is he running from the paparazzi, or does he know something about Stephen Smith's death? Reports did say it was a few people that knew the whole story behind what happened to Stephen. The timing is very peculiar, but only time will tell. Money can buy comfort, but it can't make your problems go away. His dad didn't get high with all the millions he stole. He was investing the money in running a drug operation, and he was washing all the dirty money to make it clean by buying properties and material things that could be liquidated if he needed the money, and now his son Buster is reaping the benefits of his crimes and still living off of his dad's dirty money. None of Alex's money is untainted. Everything he owned was purchased with stolen money. Buster is still living the good life without a job. I guess he doesn't have to work because he is still enjoying the benefits of his father's dirty money after they sold everything the Murdaugh family owned, their house in Moselle and Alex's other properties. Fitz News published an article about Buster's new house. The surviving son of convicted Alex Murdaugh is hoping to start a new life in the South Carolina Low Country, purchasing a home last month in Bluffton with his girlfriend attorney Brooklyn White. Buster Murdaugh, who testified on his father's behalf during the latter's double homicide trial in Walterboro, South Carolina earlier this year, purchased a $450,000 home with White in Bluffton, South Carolina last month, according to property records. The couple borrowed $195,000 toward the purchase price of the residence. The 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,652-square-foot home is located in the Bluffton Park neighborhood, just to the northwest of the restaurants and shops of historic Old Town Bluffton. Murdaugh and White previously resided at White's condo on Hilton Head Island, where they famously dodged reporters and paparazzi. White filed police reports with the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office in the aftermath of the Murdaugh verdict, citing the ongoing intrusion into her life by reporters. According to her, these reporters' intrusive conduct had become increasingly unsettling and frightening to her. Will Murdaugh and White be able to avoid such harassment at their new home? While White is gainfully employed as an attorney at the Low Country law firm of Olivetti, McRae, and Withrow, it is not clear what Murdaugh intends to do professionally. In January, he received an estimated $530,000 from court-appointed receivers following his dismissal from a high-profile wrongful death action targeting multiple defendants, including his infamous father. That case stemmed from a February 2019 boat crash involving Buster Murdaugh's late brother, Paul Murdaugh. Paul Murdaugh was along with his mother, Maggie Murdaugh, on June 7, 2021 at the family's hunting property in Colleton County, known locally as Moselle. On March 2, 2023, Alex Murdaugh was found guilty of there, and the following day, he was sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms in prison by SC Circuit Court Judge Clifton Newman. Murdaugh, 27, has been a polarizing figure in his family's rise to international notoriety. Some have expressed pity for him. Others believe him to be entitled, citing his law school fiasco with ethically challenged attorney Butch Bowers. Still others have accused him, falsely it would appear, of being a himself. Shortly after his father's trial, in fact, Buster Murdaugh made a rare public comment in connection with the still unsolved of Stephen Smith, a Hampton County teenager who was killed on July 8, 2015.
These baseless rumors of my involvement with Stephen and his death are false,
Murdaugh said in the statement, which was released exclusively to NBC's Today Show. "I unequivocally deny any involvement in his death." Buster grew up in the small town of Hampton. "Anywhere in Hampton is close to anywhere in Hampton," he testified during his father's trial, in a handsome 3-story house with genteel lamps, wood shutters, and verandas on 2 floors. Hampton is a place where the average income is barely $20,000 a year, and almost a quarter of the population lives below the poverty line. In that environment, the Murdaughs enjoyed an almost feudal level of privilege through their historic control of the 14th Circuit Solicitor's Office, involvement in local politics, and partnership in a law firm that dominated the civil court docket. Buster and Paul had apartments in Columbia. They golfed and hunted, vacationed in Key West, and flew around the country to watch University of South Carolina sports teams. Buster played varsity baseball for the Wade Hampton Red Devils his sophomore year, according to the school's 2012 high school yearbook. The theme for that year was "Caught Red-Handed." His grandfather, Randolph, eventually helped coach the team when Buster was an upperclassman. By his own account, Buster has not spent a single night at Moselle after the deaths of his mom and brother. He also stopped going to Hampton, the town his family has lived in for generations, and where he once believed that he would practice law in the county courthouse across the street from a law firm that used to bear his family's name. "He hasn't been around. I don't think he's going to be around anymore," one florist said last month as she wrapped graduation bouquets. "He's got a hard road to hoe ahead of him."
At Greenfield.
Y'all hunting?
We're going to this afternoon.
Let me tell you what you ought to do, Buster. I think the damn feeders were full over there at Moselle. If you felt like going back there, I bet with nothing going on, I bet there's deer all over them things.
No, I mean, but what's that going to do for me?
Kill a deer?
I'm not going hunting out there.
I don't blame you. I'm just letting you know. Do you care if I let Jim do it?
Jim who?
Jim Griffin.
Oh, I let him hunt deer out there? What are you talking about?
I didn't know if you wanted to hunt doves out there. If you do, then I want you to do it. If not, then I'm going to let him do it. If you want a dove hunt out there, I'm going to let him do it. If you want a dove hunt out there,